Welcome to Impact Phase 1, where tech meet mystery. Unlock powerful digital skill, master new tech, and follow your future. One shot at a time. Subscribe, learn, and level up. All at Impact Fuse. Subscribe to our graphic design course. Okay. In today's video, we are going to continue to unlock mystery. Remember, this is Impact Fuse, your other YouTube channel, where tech meet mystery. Okay, remember that as graphic designers, graphic design is not only treasure for me. It's not something that I just only enjoy. But what if I tell you that graphic design is an extra source of income? Graphic design can help you to get a brand deal. Graphic design is actually putting something into reality, and it's actually a marketing strategy where you can market your own self or your own business in anything that you are doing. So in today's course, we are going to be looking how to design a business poster. Okay, a business poster. That means that we are going to be seeing how we can design a poster for a business. This business can be for a personal business, like your own personal business, or for somebody, and you can do all this and you get paid. Okay, so without getting paid, it can be your own personal business. For instance, I apart from running Impact Fuse YouTube channel, I also have my own personal business that I do. Okay, so how did I brand my business? Nobody now helps me to brand my business or to make my business to go more height or to make people know about my business. I do it by myself, because some people think that no, graphic design is for a particular person. No, graphic design is for you and it's for me. It's for the beginner, it's for the pro, it's for any level. So in this tutorial, we are going to start from zero, taking you from scratch. Okay, taking you from scratch, and you'll be able to see how we can design a very good, amazing poster, a very good and amazing poster for a business. And this business person is going to be she is dealing with bags. Okay, she's dealing with bags. She's looking on how to come out with this. And before we go, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Also join our membership and support us so that we can also grow fast and also hit our achievements and get more equipment to keep on producing high quality content and educative and amazing content that you can enjoy together with your children as we move together. Okay, so in this tutorial we are going to be using the PixelLab application, which is the normal application in which we always use for our graphics. PixelLab application. So in case you don't have PixelLab application, just check on the description link. You are going to get the link to download the PixelLab application. Okay, just check on this description link. You head to Google Play Store, you hit on the link. It will take you to Google Play Store where you can download this application and use it very well. Okay, so everything is going to be powered by PixelLab. Remember, PixelLab is a free software, it's a free open software, okay, application software that you can use for your designing. Okay, so although it also have some premium version, but this premium version, as a good graphic designer, and actually in case you follow our course right from the beginning, from the starting point, you will not even need this premium version to be able to do everything. Everything here is premium. Okay, let's get it. So once you launch your PixelLab application, this is just the interface and this is just how it looks like. Okay, there's nothing really complicated here. Should in case that you are still new in graphic design and you really wish to understand so much about this PixelLab application, you can just go back and check on our previous video on introduction to graphic design. You are going to learn so much about this PixelLab. Okay, should in case you are still new, but in case you have been moving together with us, let's just move up on. Okay, so the thing here is that I'm just going to be using the normal default size, but should in case you have to set the size of the page that you are using, you just need to come here to this three dotted line here. Okay, when you come to this three dotted line and you click there, you are going to get to image size, which in the image size now it gives you the possibility to customize your paper size. Okay, in our introduction video we already mentioned the image size, the paper sizes, and maybe how you can measure it in this area. Okay, but this is a square for me. I'm going to be using this square. Okay, so I can just come here, I click on the preset, I'll take the square, which is 1024. Okay, so that is okay for me. This is what I'm going to be using. Okay, so the first thing is that we are going to get out of this text. Okay, we are going to get out of this text. So this is the first thing that we have to do. Please remember that if you are just joining us, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share, comment. Drop your comment in the comment section. Tell us where you are watching from, or what is your expectation and what is your level in graphic design. Alright, so also rating this design is also going to be one of the things that we'll also be waiting to hear from you. Now, so the first thing here is that we need now to start building our typography. Okay, so this is what we are designing. Let me first display here so that you can see. Okay, now let's start building. The first thing here, I need to add a shape. Okay, I need to add a shape, so I need to add my shape. So this is the first shape that I'm going to be adding here, so that we now start building the typography, which this typography is the background in which we are going to be working on. Okay, now I'll take this background, then I'm going to give this shape a color. I'll give this shape a color. Okay, so for me to get this shape color, sorry, I just need to come here on this icon here in the media center. Okay, then when I'll click there, I'm going to make sure that before you do this, the shape is highlighted. Okay, so I'll just come there now. As I have selected it, I'll just come here to color. I'll scroll down to the colors option, then I'll enable the color option. Then based on what I want to build, based on what you have seen from the background there, we are going to be using something like this. Okay, you can still equally use the gradient color, the gradient pattern there, but this is what we are going to be using. Okay, I'm going to be using this pure white. Okay, although by default it comes by white. Now again, we still need another shape again, so I'll just click on this shape, then I'll take copy. Okay, this shape is already there. If I click here, you will see that this is the other shape that we have here. So this is the layer management option here. That is why if I click there, I can see which layer I'm currently standing on. Okay, here now I will just take copy. To copy, I will just take copy, but for now let's not copy. We should just insert another shape also, because I want to give it a gradient pattern. Okay, so we'll give it a gradient there, then I'm going to give it this gradient. Okay, I'm going to give it this gradient. So when we give it this gradient, we are going to increase and make sure that it covers everywhere. Now it is okay here. Then at this particular junction, we'll go to color again. Now we enable a color so that the color can flow together with this gradient. Okay, you can now see it. So if I take this color here, I will take this color, this color here, everything is going to flow very well. And now also I can now reduce the opacity a little bit so to get it there. Alright, so now this is all about my background. I'm done building my background now. So what next am I going to do? We start importing our shapes. Okay, so I will just come to add now. This is the add now. We are going to add what? We are going to go to gallery. Inside the gallery now, we are going to get the shapes that we are going to be, the elements that we are going to be using to build this design. Don't bother so much about this. I'm going to drop about this I'm going to drop it in the link down. Okay, on the link down called link resources folder. So you can click there, you can get all the resources that we'll use for this, we'll be using throughout this course. Okay, so now at this particular junction now, this is the first shape that I need to be using here. Okay, I need to be using here because this is like a fashion design poster, as you already saw it in the picture. So this is the first shape that I'm going to be using there. Once I keep this shape here, I need to come here, please. I need to come here, I lock it. Okay, lock it, always lock it. Sorry, always make sure that you lock it. When you click on the layer management option, make sure that you touch the key there to lock it. So the reason of locking it is in such a way that to enable you, because since as we are dealing with a lot of elements, as you are touching it now, it can no longer move. Okay, it can no longer move now. Just lock other elements so long as you are confident that you are done with it and you don't still need to touch it back. So in case you have to touch it back again, we can still go back and we can still come back here. Then we go to the layer, we unlock. Now we can now move it also. Okay, we can now do adjustment there if there is any possible need of any adjustment. Okay, so we just have to lock it all here. The next thing now is that we continue giving our elements, we continue bringing in our elements. So I'll go to gallery again, I'm going to bring in another element. So which the element that we are going to be using here is this back. Okay, we need this back. I'm going to be using this back here, which is one of our first elements to be used here. So I'll be using this back here. Now the next thing is that we'll keep on adding the elements. Okay, just keep adding. We also have another back. Okay, we keep on bringing our elements. See, when we know that our elements are okay. All right, so this is another element that I'm going to be using here. I just have to reduce the size. Okay, I just have to reduce the size because actually this brand is dealing with bags. Okay, they deal with ladies bags. Okay, so we keep on bringing our elements, and one of the things here is to just make sure that we don't over covers other things in such a way that they become less visible. All right, so I just add we reduce this one also. Then now this is what we are going to do here. Okay, this is I'll just keep this one here also. Now I'm going to take on something. I'm going to rotate it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to use 3D rotation to rotate it, because if we take the normal rotate, we really won't get it well. Okay, so this is the 3D rotation, and you see how it's rotating it. So this is what I want to have here. Okay, but I need to also bring it out also a little bit. Then now if it's okay there, if my 3D rotation is okay, I need to validate. Then also we use now positioning to position it also. Okay, so we take it out a little bit, then we now place it here. Okay, so this is already like a frame. Okay, this is already like a frame. Our elements are okay, and everything that we are expecting to have here, we already have it. So what next are we going to do here? Now we are going to give the name of this business. Okay, because every business must have a name. Okay, so I will need to have this is Katie collection. Okay, Katie collection. So since as Katie doesn't yet have this a logo, I'm going to form a logo. And in case that you can't know the name of this you know the type of this logo, drop in the comment section, and if your answer is right, you are going to have a credit for that. Okay, you are going to have a credit for that. No matter your location, you are going to have a credit for that. Okay, so we are just going to get this name. So now I'll use the name. I said that I will use the name to get the logo. So now I'll just drop the name of this logo, in case you can know it. So in case somebody comes up to you that I need a design for my business, and the person doesn't actually have a logo, it should not be a reason for you to reject for the client, or to start insisting for the client to pay you for a logo. So to pay for a logo before you can create one for the person. Okay, so before you can make something that will look somehow so activity for the person. So always just use your creative mind, your creative mindset, then you create something that will always take your clients back on you, and whatsoever they do, they should always see you to consider you as the best person, so long as their design is concerned, or as who can really do their design in the best way. Okay, so now this is we'll just put a kid. Okay, I'll just use this letter which represents still the name of because the owner is Katie. Okay, Katie collection. So we'll just put it there. Now we need to give it a font. Okay, we need to give it a font. And please, when you look at the collection of my fonts, you are going to understand what we are doing here. So we have K collection. Okay, I will just put now. Okay, now after doing this one, I'm going to add another text again, which I can just copy this one. Okay, now we have something like it. Okay, I'll just add this one there. to add this one there. Then in front we are going to add the collection. Okay, collection. Yeah, this is one of the things, because most people that really like your design, they may not even have a very good name for their business. You are also like a branding. Okay, you have to also have the knowledge of branding and to advise your customer on the needs of maybe branding their business in such a way that it will really look outstanding and will really be the best out of all that they know. Okay, this is already a name that we have given for this business. Now the next thing is that I'm going to get a shape. Okay, I'm going to get a shape here. I'll just get a shape. Then inside this shape, now I'm here like this. Okay, it's done here. All right, now when I insert this shape, what next am I going to do? Please, you make sure that you cover this end. Okay, cover this end. Yeah, so now use gradient here. I'll use gradient, and this is the gradient that I'm going to be using here. But I would like this gradient to go the other way, so I'll just click on this add here. Then I'll click here in the middle center here, so that's to here. I'm just going to come and click here, so that's to rotate it. Okay, so I'll just reverse it so that it goes this way. Yes, I want something of this nature. And now it's going to be somewhere here. Now I take okay. Now I'm just going to change this color. Okay, I'm going to change this color to reflect the color of one of the back that is inside there. So I'll just click here on add. Then I'll take my color picker. Okay, this is what is called the color picker. So I'll take this color picker. I'll select this layer where this back is. Then I'm going to take here on the, I'm just going to click here on this back like you have seen it here. Then I'm taking okay. So now you see that actually we get the color of that back now. So what happened next is that we are going to now move this particular shape now down behind. Okay, we are going to move this shape down behind of all these backs and to this image. Okay, to this image also we keep it here. So this is now one of the key thing. Okay, so we have to, as a graphic designer, you have to know about branding very well. Okay, because it's actually also important in your field, because actually some of customers will come to you with little or knowledge about even your own business. They don't even know how to brand their business. It's now with your ideas of graphic design that you are going to tell them that no, this is what they have to do, this is how they have to do it. But be very careful when dealing with a customer, because the customer has his own priorities. Okay, if they tell you something, you can only advise them, but don't force to change their mind. Okay, please, once you are done, you always make sure that you can lock your layers when you are done. Now I'll also just get another shape again, but this time around I'm not going to change to give it a, I'm not going to give it a gradient again, but I'm just going to place it here. I'm just going to place it somewhere here. Then when I take okay there, I'll come there. So what am I going to give here? I'm going to use something like a black color. Let's take black. Now black is not going to really be okay here. So now if we take this, the next color to a yellow color, the next color closer to yellow, from here we can get this color. I think this color here is going to be better. All right, yeah, this color is going to be better. So now what next am I going to do? I will reduce the opacity a little bit. I'll reduce the opacity a little bit. Now I'm going to also take it on behind. Okay, but not totally behind. We are just going to keep it on top of the other image that we just dropped. Okay, so after this back, after this picture, we are going to keep it here. So now this is our backs. Okay, this is our backs now. And now we guess one thing that we can do here. Now this name, we are going to shift this name a little bit. Okay, we are going to shift this name a little bit. Okay, well now it's not even shifting it so much big, but now we can reduce the font. We can reduce the font size. Okay, the font size is one of the things that we can just reduce it there to make sure that it fits very well. Okay, it fits very well. Now this letter K, we have to shift it to make sure that it doesn't touch. All right, this is very okay. Now we can also just come to this text, we give it a shadow. Okay, we give this text a shadow. I'll enable the shadow there, and then I'll reduce the radius of the shadow. I'll reduce the blurriness, but I can increase the opacity. So I'll enable this I'll enable the axis, okay, the axis movement, so I can now reduce it a little bit here, so that the name should be readable. Okay, this name should be readable. So that is one of the things that we are struggling to get here. This name must have to be readable, because if the name is not readable, that means that we also, as graphic designer, we don't know what we are doing. Okay, because the name is what the person wants. Okay, you don't just design for somebody to sell, but also to gain a very good name. A name, and the name will come and promote the brand itself. Now we also need to enable the shadow also for this letter key. Okay, we also have to enable the shadow for this letter key as well, so we have to enable it. Then we reduce the blurriness of it and allow it just to be like that. Then we can enable this one as well. Okay, so this is very good shadow here as well. We can also still touch here a little bit. Okay, so I think this is amazing. This is amazing. This is the best of it. But I'll make sure that my hand is not on the shape. I will better select a text then before I come back on the layer where the shape are, so that we are going to get this option which is called what? Draw. Okay, which is called the draw. So I'll take draw. I'll just increase my pen size. I'll increase the smoothing. Then I'll increase the blurriness. Okay, I'll increase the blurriness. Then I'm just going to come on my screen. I'll just place my finger there. I'll just place my finger. Sorry. Okay, well, I'm just going to draw, so I'll increase my pen size. Then I'll increase the smoothness. Then I'll also go down to increase the blurriness. Okay, I'll use my thumb finger just to press something here in the middle like this. So that is it. Now we are going to take okay now. So this is one of the way to captivate our work and really make it so stronger. Okay, now we now come somewhere here. Okay, somewhere around here. Then we place it there. We can now make it change the color. All right, change the color to white. I'm going to give it a white color, but in case you have another color that is best for you, then you can also use it. Okay, you must not use the same thing that I'm using here. So I'm going to place it here, but now guess what we are going to do? We are going to place it there, but we have to shift it down. Okay, we have to shift it down. We have to shift it down. You see now, this is where it is. This is where it is now, but actually make me to touch something, so I have to take it right down. Okay, and you have to even go after this image, but you have to be somewhere here. You have to be somewhere here. Now I'll use my positioning to position it, to bring it. Okay, to bring it. Then I'll take it up also a little bit. I'll take it up also a little bit. Okay, then now we can still take copy to do a copy of it. Then we now reduce the size of this copy. We bring it to somewhere here. Then we now take, maybe I can just take send to back. Sorry, we take now, we click on it. Now we take now send to back. Okay, we take to back. Now we'll go now on the layer. Now we'll take it up. Okay, we'll take it up to where we want it to be, so it should be somewhere around here. So this is now these are some of the effect. Okay, effect techniques. We are making some effects here. Okay, we are just like giving effects to make sure that it should be really strong. Okay, to make sure that our work should be really strong. Okay, I still have to take copy of this. Then now this is what I'm going to do here. I'll bring here now, I'll change the color. Now I'll change the color to be any of this color, or to be something of, maybe I'll use this strong yellow color. Okay, this shouting yellow. We have to go to our color scale to pick it there. Now I'll bring it somewhere here. I'll bring it somewhere here. This is what we are doing. Okay, this is like polishing the work to make it giant, to make it strong, to make it realistic. Okay, always said. So I'm going to place this one here also. I'm going to just place this one here, then I can increase it to come right here. Okay, now let's move down. Now the next thing is that what is this promotion standing for? Okay, so we are doing promo sales. Okay, promo. Okay, promo sales. So I'm just going to give promo sales. Okay, okay, I'll put all this in caps. So now this is promo sales, so we are going to keep this promo sales somewhere here. And now this is also one of where we are going to be learning new things every day. That is why as a graphic designer you don't have to say I have learned this one then you stop yourself there. Okay, learning never ends. You have to keep learning every day. As you grow, you keep learning. Okay, so the promo says I'm just going to use this font here, so then we take it somewhere here, because this is the core concern of this flyer. Okay, this is the core concern of this flyer. For me to make this design twice, I will just better come here. As I'll just make it once. I will now come to color. This is where we come to color. Then I'm going to come right down here. You see where this color is selected. I'm going to take from here. Then I'm going to change the color, this one to this color. Then I'll allow the other one to be on white. Okay, so this is just a design technique. Okay, now promo says, you see that they are of the same font, the same text, but they have two different colors. Now the next thing that we are going to do here is also I can give it something like a stroke, but should in case the stroke is not okay for me, I'm going to remove it. Okay, so we are just trying to check to see. So now the best thing to do here is just to give a shadow, which we reduce the blurriness of the shadow and keep the shadow to be something like our natural shadow is black. Okay, our natural shadow is black, so we cannot enable it, the x and the y axis of it. So in case you give another color, you see how it is affecting there. But you can also increase this blurriness a little bit. Okay, you can increase the blurriness a little bit. So but in case if the blurriness should be stronger, it should be at least 2. Okay, not more than 2. Now we are also going to reduce this a little bit, so but make sure that you have this boundary. Okay, now the next thing that we are going to do here is this promo says it's off to what 70% says. Please guys, if you know this person, you can run to and do your own. Okay, so it is giving, they are giving 70% off. Okay, 70%. Off. Okay, I believe you know your keyboard, you know where to get it. Okay, 70% off. Please always remember, one step in front, one step behind when you are dealing with text. Okay, now I'll put here 70% off. Alright, now we need to also come here, we work on the font type. Okay, the font type is one of the things that you have to also work on it. We have to be very careful, because this font is also one of the things that can destroy our design or beautify our design so much. But I always try to say don't use too much fonts. Okay, try not to use too much fonts on your work. So now I'll keep this one here. Now we are going to use a color which will be more outstanding here. Which color is going to be more outstanding? You see black. Okay, black is going to be the best color to use here. So we have to use the initiative of colors here to really make sure that it goes. So now when you look at this design, it is something is very common there. Okay, these are the elements of the design. These are the first things that are so large that anybody that come across this design is going to see it. Then what next? Even the name is not true that much, because many people will not look at the name first. They are checking what is happening. And you see promo say is big, catching the eyes of anybody that comes across this design. Now the next thing that we have there is what is happening there is 70% off, and you see the color is different from other colors, making it to be easily and to be quickly visible by anybody that want to see it. And that is why even the effects that we put here in the background, you are seeing that we put it but at this particular area here, to make sure that it really points closer to where the main issue is, so that people can quickly get to it. Now the next thing that we are going to get to do here is, now how should people get to this person? So I need to work something here. Let's cancel this. Now I'll need to come and unlock this layer where we have this lady. Okay, the layer where we have this lady, I'm going like to do a little bit of positioning. Okay, a little bit of positioning here, because we need this space down here, this area down here. Okay, we have to use it for something. All right, we have to use it for now, like the contact information. Now let's get the contact information. Okay, this is the contact information here. Remember, now in this particular time that we are there, many people, they don't still like go writing their numbers and everything, their website address and whatsoever. They just put into the barcode so that you can just see and scan. Okay, you can see, so you see somebody, please give me your phone number, give me your email address. The person will just show you a barcode to scan, where you can scan and get it. Okay, so this is the barcode that all these companies inside. So I'll just come here. I'm going to reduce it. Okay, but for the sake of security, we are going to blur it. Okay, we have to blur security purpose, we have to blur it. Okay, although we have the permission to reproduce this from the main owner of this, but we have to blur it because she has not asked us to do it in our web. So now I will just come here to add the text there. Okay, we need to add the text so as to tell people how to just get to the person. So we'll just come there, we'll write there. We don't have to write much. Okay, for more details, scan. Okay, scan me. Alright, so we'll just get something of this nature. Alright, then we are going to reduce the size as well, but it should be readable. Okay, it should be readable. Then we are going to place it somewhere here. Now we need to work also on the font. I'll use the text here. I'll use the color black. I'll prefer to use the color black, but now the font size also is one of the things that don't ever forget to touch on it. Okay, so we will use this font. So for more information, scan me. Then also we need to touch on the line spacing. Okay, the line spacing, I don't want the line spacing to be too much, so we are going to come here, we give this. Okay, now we are going to position it very well. So everything here we are doing using our mobile phone. Okay, you don't see there is not any sophisticated equipment that you require to become a professional graphic designer. Just get your mobile phone and you keep going. Okay, now we are also going to add one of the last but not the least thing there. So we'll go to gallery. Into our gallery, we are going to get this image. Okay, which is like the icon, the stack icons for maybe Facebook, other social media handles, because most business people have their social media handles where they also do their ads. Okay, and it's always good when you have a business, something like, always have something like a Facebook page for that business, maybe the Twitter and the rest of it, you can name it. Okay, just try to have one for the sake of the business, so that the business people can really also visit there. From there, now it will be one of the ways to also say, because like this flyer, if you design this poster and you get finished, then you take it to those handles. Now you are going to make great sales there. Okay, you are going to make very, very good sales there. So now at this particular junction, now we are going to just keep this one here. Maybe now we fill it with a color. Okay, we can also fill it with color here. you see we can also color this one as well. All right, so now you can just give the name here. Okay, you can just give it a name here. So I will just copy this one, I will change the name, I'll give it a name there. I'll take copy, then I'll just type the name. For instance, here let me use my social media handle name. Okay, I'll use my social media handle name here, which is Favor. Okay, so if you go to any social media and you want to see me there, you can get me using this name, but I am not so much active on other social media platforms because my key concern is about impact views. I'm working so much harder on impact views, although I'm thinking of coming up with other niche to start working on something like Facebook. When I have a page there called Viewpoint. If you want to follow me, you can also follow me there. Gradually we are working on that one also, and I believe that with soonest time to come, that one is also going to be okay and will be ready for consumption, and we'll also have very good high quality content there, although we are still working on the niche, like I said, because we always try to make sure that we pick our niche in which it will really be important for our society. Okay, we don't just go to pick our niche to create content. I always try to pick out my niche to make sure that my content should have a very good a very good impact on the society or on people that come across it. Okay, I believe that we are done with these graphics like this. So in case you are just joining new, tell us where you are watching us from. In case you are a new graphic designer, don't forget to also tell us the name of your page. We are going to follow you to your page. We will follow you together. We'll see what you are doing. In case you are a new YouTuber, also don't forget to drop your channel handle here. Tell us what you are doing, or you are a social media content creator and you feel that the society needs to know about what you are doing. What you are doing is so helpful to people. Don't forget to let us know. Okay, we are all one family. We will come there to see how we can also support you to grow together. See you in our next tutorial.